we're down to our final 6 players here at the HPT main event final table. We had 98 players in this event, down to our final 6. Let's give our final 6 players here a round of applause. Nice job, guys. Also, Linda, Jan, Tina, and Mark, and the whole staff here, they've been working hard for you guys all week. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Nice job, guys. In the 1 seat here, we have Gary Thorncraft with 242,000 chips from Port Hope, Ontario, Canada. Let's give Gary the 1 seat a round of applause. And in the 2 seat, we have Michael Kaplitz with 500,000 from San Diego, California. Let's give Michael a 2 seat a round of applause. And in the 3 seat, we have Mike Kennedy with 218,000 from Sheffield Village, Ohio. Let's give Mike a 3 seat a round of applause. And in the 4 seat, we have Anthony Ortega with 847,000 chips from Henderson, Nevada. Let's give Anthony a 4 seat round of applause. Anthony is our chip leader coming into the final table here.
No pressure.
And in the 5 seat, we have Renee Bowman with 587,000 chips from San Diego, California. And in the 6th seat, we have Larry Gritton with 532,000 from Northbrook, Illinois. Let's give Larry a 6 seat round of applause. I'm going to use the microphone. This is going to go up on YouTube, so I'm going to use the other microphone that'll put audio to the YouTube upload feed. All right, guys, just so you know, this will be the clock that we have right here. So your clock will be right here. So we did play. All right, we've got 13 minutes left at this level. We played to 2,000, Annie, 8,000, 16,000. Renee is the button in the 5 seat. All right, good luck, guys. Shuffle up and deal. 6th place today is going to pay just over 5,000, 5,098. All the way up to 1st place is 28,518, and the HPT championship watch. 16,000 is our big blind. Michael in the 2 seat is going to be first act. Michael folds over to Mike in the 3 seat. He folds as well. Over to Anthony in the 4 seats. 16,000 is our big blind. 40. Anthony's going to raise to 40,000. Renee folds over to Larry in the 6 seats. Larry folds 40,000. Is the raise folded around, and Anthony in the 4 seats going to win the first spots.
First blood.
Guys, feel free if you're with Anthony or whatever, you can cheer him on. It's all right. Anthony, do you have anyone out there with you watching, coming with you today?
Not too many people like me.
Not too many people like him, he said.
All right, we got one.
Anthony has 1 fan, he says over there.
Yeah, she's working. Doing the dishes or something over there.
All right, 2,000 here, 8,000, 16,000. We had 98 players in the HPT main event. We're on the card player cruises on the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas. Actions folded around to Larry in the 6th seat. Larry folds over to Gary in the 1 seat. Gary says all in. Out of the 1 seat over to Michael in the 2 seat. Michael folds and Gary in the 1 seat. It's going to take down the pot. Shows pocket jacks, jack of clubs, jack of diamonds. Gary, anyone with you here today? Cheering you on? We're wife cheering him on today. Yep. 28,518. 2,000 in here, 8,000, 16,000. Our white chips are 1,000 chips today. The orange are 5,000, and the pink are the 10,000 chips. Anthony's going to be first actor in the 4 seats. Actions folded around to Gary on the button. He folds as well. Over to Michael in the small blind. He's in the 2 seats. Michael folds, and Mike's going to get a walk and win the pot. Mike cheers himself on for the walk there. Mike, anyone out there with you watching today?
I have my wife.
Where's Mike's wife at? Right there, cheering him on.
Anna.
2,000 Annie, 8,000, 16,000. Renee is going to be first act in the 5 seats. Renee folds over to Larry in the 6 seat. 16,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to raise to 40,000. 40,000 is the current bet. Action's folded around to Anthony in the big blind. Anthony's going to fold, and Larry is going to take down the pot. Larry, anyone out there with you watching today?
All right.
He says a whole bunch cheering him on today.
My personal ATM. That thing work for cocktails too?
Larry, where's your wife, Sarah? Is Sarah? Larry and Sarah actually met. Is it Card Player Cruise? Actually met on a Card Player Cruise in 2013. He says 2013. Larry and his wife met on a Card Player Cruise. Got married last year. Just over 8 minutes left at this level. 2,000 Annie, 8,000, 16,000. Larry's going to be first act. He folds over to Gary in the 1 seats. Action's fold around to Mike on the button. Mike's going to fold over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony folds, and Renee's going to get a walk and win the pot. Renee, anyone out there with you watching today? The entire poker room. Right, about 7 minutes left at this level. 2,000 Annie, 8,000, 16,000. So 6 players remaining here at our HPT main event final table. Action's folded around to Anthony on the button. He's going to raise to 35,000. 35,000 is the raise. Action's folded around, and Anthony is going to take down the pot.
Action's coming. Cocktails.
Action's folded around to Anthony here in the 4 seats. Anthony's going to raise to 40,000. 40,000 is the raise by Anthony. Renee folds. Larry's going to make the call out of the 6 seats. Over to Gary in the big blind. Gary's going to fold. And we're going to be heads up to the flop. All right, let's see the flop. Flop is 7 of spades, ace of diamonds, queen of clubs. Larry's first act, he checks over to Anthony in the 4th seat. Anthony checks, both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the queen of diamonds. Larry's going to be first act in the 6th seat. Larry's going to bet 60,000. 60,000 over to Anthony in the 4th seat. Anthony's going to fold.
Hold on a minute.
Okay. Anthony's going to mix up his cards.
Obvious bluff, I call.
Anthony's going to make the call. 60,000 and a call. Let's see the river card. River card is the 6 of clubs. Larry's first in the 6th seat. Larry's going to bet 60,000 over to Anthony. Anthony's going to fold. And Larry's going to take down the pot. under 5 minutes left at this level. 2,000 ante, 8,000, 16,000. Mike's going to be first stacked in the 3 seat. Action's folded around to Renee in the 5 seat. She folds over to Larry on the button. 16,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to raise to 40,000. Over to Gary in the 1 seat is going to make the call. 40,000 and a call over to Michael in the big blind. Michael's going to fold, and we're going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is 4 of hearts, 8 of clubs, deuce of diamonds. Gary's first in the 1 seat. He checks over to Larry in the 6th seat. Larry's going to bet 50,000. Gary's going to fold, and Larry in the 6th seat is going to take down the pot. Still 6 players remaining at our final table. 6th place today is just over 5,000. 5th place is just over 6,700. And 1st place just over 28,000. All right, 16,000 is our big blind. Action's on Renee. She's going to raise to 40,000. 40,000 is the current bet over to Gary in the 1 seat. Gary says all in out of the 1 seat. Action's folded around back to Renee in the 5 seat. Gary is all in out of the 1 seat. Renee is going to fold, and Gary in the 1 seat is going to take down the pot. Do we have anyone at the final table first time card player cruises? Mike, is this your first time? No?
I got a third.
This third? You guys all cruised with card player before?
Oh yeah, they know.
Yeah. So Michael in the 2 seat, this is his first card player cruises.
All in every time.
16,000 is our big blind here. Action's folded around to Gary in the 1 seat. Gary folds over to Michael on the button. 16,000 is our big blind. Michael folds over to Mike in the small blind. Mike's going to fold 5-4 diamonds face up, and Anthony's going to take down the pot, get a walk.
That's respect.
I thought I wasn't the lower pin at the table. I'm very cool.
16,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to be first stacked here in the 6th seat. There we go. All right, Larry's going to make the call of 16,000.
I still fold.
16,000 is the current bet. We're on Michael in the 2 seat. And 42. Michael's going to raise to 42,000. 42,000 is the current bet. Action's folded around to Renee in the big blind. She's going to fold back to Larry in the 6th seat. 42,000 is the current bet. And Larry's going to make the call. 42,000 and a call. Going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is 8 of spades, 7 of diamonds, king of hearts. Larry's first. He checks over to Michael in the 2 seat. This will be our last hand at this level. And Michael's going to $75,000 is a bet by Michael. 75,000. Actions back to Larry in the 6th seat. Michael announces, or Larry announces raise. Larry's going to raise. 75,000 was the original bet. Larry's going to raise too. 160. 160,000 is the raise by Larry. Actions back to Michael in the 2 seat. 160,000 is the current bet. Michael's going to fold, and Larry in the 6th seat is going to take down the pot. All right, that was the last hand at that level. New blind level 2,000 ante, still 12-24 on the blinds. 2-12-24 on the blinds. Started with 98 players here. Down to our final 6. 6th place today is going to receive just over 5,000 all the way up to 28,000. Just over 28,500 for first. $24,000 is our big blind. 50-minute levels we're at right now. Actions on Michael in the 2 seats. Actions folded around to Anthony on the button. 24,000 is our big blind.
Jeff, did you put those hallucinogenics in his drink?
Anthony's going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the current bet. Actions folded around, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. $24,000 is our big blind. Michael's first act in the 2 seat is going to fold. Over to Anthony in the 4 seat. Anthony's going to fold over to Renee on the button. She folds as well. Larry's going to fold 7 deuce out of the small blind, and Gary's going to get a walk in the 1 seat. Show 7 deuce as well. Both players had 7 deuce there.
Were yours suited? Yes. I was ahead.
And I had 7-4.
That's how good you are.
Well played,
You
sir.
suited, like laying around. You want you off here free roll now.
9:30 tournament dealer is coming back with a 100.
It's true.
Maybe we all need alcohol. We're playing too tight.
2,000 in here, 12,000, 24,000. 46 minutes left of this level. Actions folded around to Renee in the 5 seat. 24,000 is our big blind. Renee is going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the current bet. Action's going to fold around, and Renee is going to take down the pot. This is day 7 here of the HPT card player cruises. Day 4 of the main event here. This is day 7 of the HPT card player cruises. Went to a handful of destinations here on the cruise, which is St. Kitts, St. Martin, Puerto Rico, and Labadee, Haiti. Today's an at-sea day. We dock tomorrow morning for the 8-day
Right.
cruise.
Let's raise it.
Anthony's going to be first to act here. Anthony's going to raise to 50,000. 50,000 is the current bet. Action's folded around to Mike in the big blind. He's going to fold 9-5 face up. Anthony's going to take down the pot.
One in a row. One clap.
That's all you're gonna get is one clap. You know that.
How long you got me clap?
Huh?
What?
That's all you're gonna get is one clap.
A little personal.
12,000, 24,000 on the blinds. Renee is going to be first stacked in the 5 seat. Action's folded around to Gary in the 1 seat. Gary folds over to Michael on the button. Michael folds over to Mike in the small blind. Mike folds 8-3 out of the small blind face up, and Anthony's going to get a walk and win the pot.
Well, I'm saying it's 4 or 5 in a row, isn't it? Great confusion. Getting old. Yeah, tell me that. We thought that would be like always in the big blind.
24,000 is our big blind here. Action's folded around to Michael in the 2 seat.
One more bumping up, I think, for the dinner.
Michael's going to raise. 52,000 is the raise by Michael. 52,000 is the current bet. Action's folded around to Renee in the big blind. 52,000 current bet. Renee's going to fold, and Michael in the 2 seat is going to take down the pot. Michael, anyone out there with you watching today? Cheering you on? Who do we have there?
Lady waving out there.
The lady waving out there?
Followed me to the cruise.
Followed you to the cruise, cheering you on today.
My wife.
Michael's wife there cheering him on today.
I think she followed your money. She followed your money. Not you. Apologies to the wife.
24,000 is our big blind. Action's on Michael in the 2 seat. Action's folded around to Anthony on the button. Anthony's going to raise to 50,000. 50,000 is the raise by Anthony. Over to Renee in the small blind. 130. Renee's going to re-raise. Total bet 130,000 is announced. 130 is the announced amount. Action's back to Anthony. Anthony's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot. Renee, you were right. The whole poker room is cheering for you. Or most of it, at least. Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody at the final table is cheering for you then?
They might be.
Renee, who do you have with you?
Clap. Thumbs down over here.
That was, you're cheering against Anthony. Come on, we know.
Renee, who is this? Who is
This is my son, Chaz.
Chaz, Renee's son, cheering her on today. Oh, yeah? Renee, did Chaz talk you into playing the main event? Yeah?
I don't like him already. I knew it.
Yeah?
So what's his cut?
Can't be this left.
All right, action's on Mike in the 3 seat. He's going to move all in.
Yeah.
Mike is all in out of the 3 seat. Anthony has asked for a count. $107,000. 107,000. Yeah, we're gonna get a second count here.
120.
So what do we have? Let's double check this here. That's 100. 120. 130. 137 is what he's all in for. 137,000 is what Mike's all in for. 137. Action's folded around to Larry in the small blind, over to Gary in the big blind. 137 is the all-in amount. And Gary's going to fold 9. 3 face up. And Mike in the 3 seat's going to take down the pot. If you guys are watching, didn't get a chance to visit us on this HPT Card Player Cruises. Our next HPT Card Player Cruise is in January 2019. You can check out all the upcoming events at hptpoker.com.
You fold the pocket 9, good fold. The other one was the king.
Once again, start with 98 players. This is an $1,100 buy-in here on the Card Player Cruises. Actions folded around to Renee. In the 5C, Renee's going to raise to 52. 52,000 is the raise by Renee. 52,000. Actions on Gary in the 1C. Gary folds over to Michael in the big blind. Michael's going to fold 9 deuce. Face up, and Renee in the 5C is going to take down the pot.
We were just playing way too tight.
Renee, how many cruises have you been on? Do you know?
I do. This is my 45th.
45th cruise? All right. 45th?
More?
Yeah, I started at 6 foot. 45.
45. Wow.
Born on the cruise.
Yeah.
Born on the cruise.
This is Renee's 45th cruise, she said.
Go wider.
That's a lot of cruising.
Now, Cass was probably conceived.
Uh-oh. Did you hear what?
Right here?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. I don't want to repeat that one.
That's way TMI.
Yeah, I was just ready home on a cruise.
55,000 is the raise by Anthony. Actions folded around to Michael in the small blind. 55. 55,000 is the current bet. Actions folded around, and Anthony's going to take down the pot.
All right, Anthony.
37 minutes left at this level. We're at a 2080, 12,000. 24,000 on the blinds.
Is it 50 minute or an hour?
We're at 50 until we get to like level.
25.
Yeah,
I
it's like,
didn't know if we
I
got
think
it up.
it's 4 more levels of 50s. Then if we get to it, go to 60. Okay. Actions folded around to Michael on the button. 24,000 is our big blind. Yeah, Michael's going to raise. 56,000 is the raise by Michael on the button. 56,000 over to Anthony in the big blind. Anthony's going to fold, and Michael in the 2 seat is going to take down the pot. Show.
No, he just
Oh, okay, sorry. Those pinks and yeah, they're real hard to see.
They're even harder to hear.
Yeah.
Bring the mic up.
My voice is still garbage, so I can't like be more towards it. You are the man. Where are you going to be having that drink?
Actions folded around to Michael in the 2 seat. 56,000 is the raise. We're on Anthony in the small blind. 56,000 is the current bet. Anthony's going to re-raise. 56,000 was the current bet. Anthony's going to raise to 172. 172,000 is the re-raise amount by Anthony. Actions back to Michael in the 2 seat. 172,000 is the current bet. Michael's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot.
All together now.
I'm tired of clapping for him. Yeah, my clappers would be like way wore out. I have one. You got his phone.
All right, just over 33 minutes left at this level. Once again, our chips in play. The white chips are 1,000. The orange are 5,000. And the pinks are the 10,000 chips. Actions folded around to Michael. He folds as well over to Anthony on the button. 24,000 is our big blind. Anthony's going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the raise by Anthony. Renee folds over to Larry in the big blind. And Larry says call, 60,000 and a call. It's going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is queen of spades, 10 of diamonds, 9 of diamonds. Larry's first. He checks over to Anthony. Anthony's going to bet. 100,000 is the bet by Anthony. And Larry's going to make the call. 100,000 and a call. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the ace of diamonds. Larry's going to be first. He checks over to Anthony. Anthony's going to bet. 150,000 is the bet by Anthony. 150. Actions back to Larry. Larry's going to make the call. 150,000 and a call. All right, let's see the river card. River card is the jack of spades, and Larry's going to be first to act. He checks over to Anthony. Anthony says all in. Actions back to Larry. Anthony's all in. Larry's going to fold.
I knew it was a bad card for you.
And Anthony's going to take down the pot. Push it. Anthony shows jack of clubs, 6 of diamonds for a pair of jacks. And Anthony's going to take down the pot.
This is the best card for me. I knew I was screwed on that one. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. I got lucky there.
All right, 24,000 is our big blind. Actions folded around to Anthony. Anthony folds over to Renee on the button.
Are you going to slip and say I'm the action? No?
Anthony is the action, right?
Anthony, don't slip it. Don't slip and say that.
Don't slip and say that. You just admitted to it. 62. Actions on Larry in the small blind. He's going to raise to 62,000. 62,000. And Gary folds 7 deuce again face up.
Isn't there a law against that?
Twice as the maximum, right? And Larry in the 60 takes down the pot. Do we have one that would? 24,000 is our big blind here. Still 6 players remaining at our HPT main event final table here on the card player cruises. Action's folded around to Renee in the 5 seats. Renee is going to raise to 54,000. 54,000 is the current bet. Action's folded around and Renee is going to take down the pot. All right, that was Zach, our dealer. Let's give Zach a round of applause. Nice job, Zach. Brandon's our new dealer coming in.
Welcome.
See how we did the flop.
Brandon's done several. He's done a lot. That was a good deck with 5 8.
That last deck was pretty good.
Gary, how many cruises do you have you done?
Probably
More than 45? Yeah, that's awesome. When was your first cruise? Do you remember? Like what year? 96?
95, 96.
Yeah? Nice. What was part of your favorite stop that you've done? Alaska? Yeah. That'd be a nice cruise.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, 24,000 is our big blind. Back to the action here. Anthony's under the gun. He's first act. Anthony's going to raise. 63,000 is the raise by Anthony. 63,000.
Dealer change.
All right. Action's folded around, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. Mike, how many cruises have you done?
I've done 6.
6?
Yeah, maybe a little more. I started with the one was on the Travel Channel with the WPT. With the
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike said he's done about 6 cruises.
Great time with the card player cruise.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things
Yeah,
about
fantastic.
all the cruises here. All right, Renee's going to be first act in the 5 seats. Action's folded around to Gary in the 1 seat. 24,000 is our big blind. Folded around to Mike in the small blind. He's going to fold 8-5. Face up. And Anthony's going to get a walk and win the pot. That's not a cocktail, is it?
It's coming on. I'm working on it. They get special permission to give me a cocktail.
All right, 2,000 Andy here. 12,000, 24,000 on the blinds. Still 6 players remaining here at our final table. 6 is going to pay just over 5,000. 5th place is just over 6,700, and first place
Who wants the 5K?
just over 28,000.
Jump out.
Action's folded around to Gary in the 1 seat. Gary's going to fold over to Michael in the 2 seat. 24,000 is our big blind.
Long way.
Michael's going to make the call. 24,000 in a call. Over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony folds option to Renee in the big blind. And Renee's going to check her option. And we're going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop.
Yeah, you got a pink in there.
I was waiting for
Flop is 6 of spades, king of clubs, queen of clubs. Renee's going to be first act. Checks over to Michael. Michael's going to bet. What is that? Can you break it for me? 60,000 was the bet by Michael. Renee folds. And Michael in the 2 seat is going to take down the pot.
And it gets worse.
5K ready for me.
All right, action's folded around to Mike here in the 3 seat. He's going to move all in. Over to Anthony on the button. Mike is all in out of the 3 seat. All right, Mike was all in for 91,000. Over to Anthony. He's going to re-raise to 220,000. 220 is the re-raise by Anthony. Over to Renee. She folds over to Larry now in the 6th seat. Mike is all in out of the 3 seat. Anthony's re-raised to 220,000. Larry's going to fold. And let's see the hands.
Yeah.
We're going to square up the hands.
Oh.
Oh, you celebrated.
That's a rude
Go right here.
That's definite chop. Definite chop.
Are you good with that? Good? All right, hang on. All right, Mike is all in here out of the 3 seat with ace of hearts, 10 of clubs. Anthony has ace of diamonds, 9 of clubs. Mike's currently in the lead here, but his tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop.
Chop it up.
10.
Flop is 3 of diamonds, 7 of
No 10.
spades,
No 10.
8 of clubs.
No 10.
Mike is still in the lead with his ace 10.
No 10.
I'm going for a 3.
Let's see the turn card.
No 10.
Turn card is the king of clubs.
More chop. I got a river
And let's see the river card.
No 10.
River card is the 5 of spades, and Mike's going to double up. What was it again? Mike was all in for 91,000 and is going to double up.
What happened to your shrink section?
I don't know. That's right here. See,
Yeah, see, that's the whole point of shrink section. You
Put
gotta
your
double
book down
up.
when I'm all in. I told you to put your book down when I'm all in.
Messed up. Never got him. Never got him.
It's up to the poker gods at that point, you know. Just call him there, he's out.
Didn't get a chance to go on the Card Player Cruise. You can check out cardplayercruises.com. They have a full list of upcoming events listed on their website. That's cardplayercruises.com.
Entertainment, so
Okay.
Their next one is in April. That's an 11-day Panama Canal cruise. Once again, you can check out all of their upcoming Card Player Cruises at cardplayercruises.com. All right, 24,000 is their big blind. Michael's going to be first act in the 2 seat. 55,000 is the raise by Michael. Actions folded around to Gary in the big blind. 55,000 is the current bet. Gary's going to fold, and Michael in the 2 seat is going to win the pot. Just over 21 minutes left at this level. We start with 98 players here on the HPT Card Player Cruises main event, down to our final 6. Making sure it was really
what happened, Stoney? Lost? Stoney, what happened? You already lost?
I had him bring it on. I waited over there and there's no one.
All right, Mike's going to be first act here in the 3 seat. 24,000 is our big blind. Anthony's going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the current bet. Actions folded around to Gary in the 1 seat. He folds as well. Over to Michael in the big blind. 60,000 is the current bet.
Can you put my water there?
Michael says no.
No, he
Folds.
Told you to bring it back and I didn't.
And Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Okay, perfect.
Anthony, how many cruises have you been on?
3.
3? Nice.
Question mark?
Yeah. 3.
How you been?
First card player cruise, but my second cruise.
Ah.
Oh,
you're-
yes.
You're a civilian the first time.
That's right.
Gotta get your sea legs.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some rough waves one a couple days.
Yeah, I was on an aircraft carrier, so this is nothing.
Yeah. They don't make those where they're all smooth and.
Not crossing the Atlantic.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah, sure.
All right, 24,000 is our big blind. Actions folded around to Michael in the small blind. Michael's going to raise.
Raise 20 for 56,000.
56,000 is the raise by Michael over to Mike in the big blind. 56,000 is the current bet. And Mike in the 3 seat's going to make the call. 56,000 in a call. Going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is Jack of Hearts, Queen of Clubs, 4 of Diamonds. Michael's first in the 2 seat. He checks over to Mike in the 3 seat. Mike checks as well. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the 3 of Diamonds. Michael in the 2 seat is first. Michael's going to bet. What was this bet first?
Gonna bet a total of 70,000.
70,000 was the bet by Michael. Mike in the 4 seat or 3 seat moves all in. 70,000 was the original bet, and Mike in the 3 seat moved all in. For a total of 168 is the all-in amount by Mike in the 3 seat. 168,000. Put out the all-in button. Mike is all in for 168,000. Actions on Michael in the 2 seat. Michael's going to fold, and Mike in the 3 seat is going to take down the pot. Anyone else drinks here?
We got it. There we go. Good job. There we
Guys,
go.
anyone else drinks while he's here? Anyone else drinks?
I have a water.
Bottle of water here. Bottle of water here. Thank you. 24,000 is our big blind. Renee's first. She's going to raise to 55,000. 55,000 is the raise by Renee. Actions folded around to Anthony in the big blind. Anthony's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot.
Got him on the run.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, my chance. Thank you.
Larry, how many cruises have you been on?
6 HPT and 1 other.
6 HPT, 7 total cruises for Larry, so quite a few cruise experience here at the final table. Yeah. $24,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to be first to act in the 6th seat. Larry's going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the raise over to Michael in the 2 seat. He's going to move all in. Don't break it unless someone's asked. Thank you. Michael's all in out of the 2 seat. We're on Mike in the 3 seat. Just on all in. On Anthony now in the small blind. Michael's all in out of the 2 seat. Anthony's asked for a count. Anthony's asked for a count here out of the 4 seats. $152,000 is the all-in amount by Michael in the 2 seat. 152 action still on Anthony in the 4 seat. Anthony's going to fold over to Renee in the 5 seats. 162,000 is the all-in amount. Actions back to Larry. And Larry says call. Let's see the hands. All right, Michael shows pocket 10s here. 10 of clubs, 10 of diamonds. Larry in the 6th seat shows King of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds. Michael's currently all in here out of the 2 seat. He's currently in the lead, but his tournament life is at risk. We good with that? All right, let's see the flop. Flop is 8 of clubs, 5 of spades, 8 of diamonds. Michael's still in the lead with his pocket tens, has 2 pair. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the king of spades. Larry's going to pair his king. Larry's now in the lead with 2 pair, kings and eights. Michael's going to need to see a 10. On the river, he's going to leave us in 6th place. Let's see the river card. River card is the 3 of spades. That's going to do it for Michael. Let's give Michael compliments. A round of applause. 6th place for Michael. Michael's going to leave us in 6th place. That's good for just over. It's good for 5,098. All right, down to our final 5 players here at the HPT main event final table. 5th place today is going to pay just over $6,700 all the way up to 1st place, just over $28,000. Yes, please. Thank you. All right, down to our final 5 players here. 24,000. Did it echo bad at all?
No, definitely don't want to do that.
Yeah, just for when they bust out. All right, 24,000 is our big blind. 48,000 is the raise. By Mike in the 3 seat, 48,000. Current bet. Over to Anthony on the button. He's going to make the call. 48,000 and a call over to Renee in the small blind. Renee's going to make the call as well. Larry's going to fold. And we're going to have 3 players to the flop. All right, let's see the flop. Flop is deuce of diamonds, jack of clubs, queen of hearts. Renee's going to be first act. Renee checks over to Mike in the 3 seat. Mike checks over to Anthony on the button. Anthony's going to bet 40,000 over to Renee. 40,000 is the current bet. And Renee's going to make the call actions back to Mike. Mike's going to fold. And we're going to be heads up now. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the king of clubs. Renee's going to be first act. Renee checks over to Anthony. Anthony checks as well. Both players check the turn. Let's see the river. River card is the 10 of hearts. Renee's going to be first. Renee checks to Anthony. Anthony's going to bet. Go ahead and break that down, please. $118,000 is the bet by Anthony. 118. Actions back to Renee. 118,000 is the current bet.
280.
What's 218. Sorry about that. 218,000. Those tens are. 218,000 is the current bet. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. All right, started with 98 players. We're down to our final 5. 5th place today is going to receive just over 6,700. 4th, just over 9,100. All the way up to 1st place, just over 28,000 in the HPT Championship watch.
Thank you, sir.
Didn't get a chance to play in this HPT Card Player Cruises. Our next one is January 2019. You can check out all the upcoming HPT events at hptpoker.com, or you can check out all the upcoming Card Player Cruises at cardplayercruises.com. All right, action's folded around to Larry in the small blind. 24,000 is our big blind. And Larry's going to make the call option to Gary in the 1 seat. And Gary's going to check his option. All right, going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is king of clubs, ace of diamonds, 5 of spades. Larry's first. He checks over to Gary. Gary checks as well. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is a jack of spades. Larry's first. Larry's going to bet. 80,000 is the bet by Larry over to Gary in the 1 seat.
Wasn't the deuce 7, it was a deuce 9.
Gary's going to fold 9 deuce of diamonds face up. And Larry in the 6th seat is going to take down the pot. All right, just under 8 minutes left at this level. We're at 50-minute levels right now. 2,000, Anthony, 12,000, 24,000 on the blinds. Anthony's going to be first act. Anthony's going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the current bet by Anthony. Actions folded around to Gary in the 1 seat.
No, let's go for it.
Gary's going to move all in out of the 1 seat. Gary's all in over to Mike. Actions back to Anthony. That's a little bit more, right?
Call him blind.
Let me get a count of.
What do you got?
Gary's all
Oh, I'm ahead.
All right, Gary moved all in. Anthony did make the call.
78,000.
Gary was all in for 78,000. Anthony made the call. 78,000 and a call. High card on the left corner.
I'm not sure.
How's that look? Good. All right, Gary's currently all in here with Queen of Hearts, Jack of Spades. Anthony has Queen of Diamonds, 8 of Diamonds. Gary's currently in the lead, but his tournament life is at risk. So let's see the flop.
Oh, Yale really hurt you.
Flop is Jack of Clubs, 6 of Diamonds, Ace of Spades.
Man, I'm screwed up.
Gary does pair his Jack and is still in the lead.
Need what, the 10 or king of diamonds?
Let's see the turn
Is that what
card.
you need?
Turn card is the King of Spades.
Oh, there we go. You got a mini sweat.
Gary's still in the lead with his pair of Jacks. Let's see the river card. River card is the 3 of Diamonds, and Gary's going to double up there. 78,000 was the all-in amount. 78,000 and a double up for Gary.
Boo! Boo! Welcome back. Oh, maximum punishment. Big blind now.
From a few days ago.
Jeremy,
Yes.
when's our next break?
Say it again.
Next break?
We'll do, what do we do, a 15 and a 13? So,
I have one of that hurt down there.
After this level or the?
Half his level.
I have one down there.
we either take like a 5 at the end of this one, or we can play like half of the next one.
No, five is good.
Take it after this is fine. Well, let's take like a 10.
Yeah.
All right, Renee's first act here. She's going to raise to 60,000. Larry makes the call.
Yeah, I gotta go. Leave this
And
up to
action's
focus.
over on Mike in the 3 seat. He's going to move all in. Mike's all in out of the 3 seat. Anthony folds actions back to Renee. Renee's asked for a count. Mike is currently all in out of the 3 seat. Actions on Renee in the 5 seat. Renee's asked for a count here. 266,000 is what Mike is all in for out of the 3 seat. 266,000 actions currently on Renee in the 5 seat. She's going to fold over to Larry now in the 6 seat. 266,000 is the all-in amount by Mike. Larry's going to fold as well, and Mike's going to take down the pot. Mike, are those good luck charms you have, or are those just standard poker attire?
No, this I collect Native American ancient artifacts.
Nice,
This
Mike.
is from pre-1600,
Pre-1600 on the
and this one's over 1,000 years old. This spearhead here.
Spearhead, over 1,000 years
Yeah,
old. Wow.
I have about 300 artifacts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a little hobby, you know.
Little museum at home, or is,
Yeah, sure.
She's shaking her head like you take up a lot of room with it.
Got
I
a lot of
don't
stuff.
A lot of stuff. Don't tell anybody where I live.
Okay.
I was just wondering that. Like, what kind of rob this guy?
Well, it's got to be old Bill in Ohio. I think you got a hint.
There's a lot of Jake Mike Kennedys in my town. You wouldn't know.
All right, 24,000 is the big blind.
Huh? Yeah.
All right, action's folded around to Mike on the button.
I put that.
Over to Anthony in the small blind. Mike or Anthony says raise. 72,000 is the current bet by Anthony. 72,000 over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold in. Anthony in the small blind is going to take down the pot.
One of these days, I'm gonna get you. One of these days.
Shows pocket kings, king of clubs, king of hearts. All right, about 2.5 minutes left of this level. Players will be on a 10-minute break at the end of this level. We'll take like a 10 at the end of this level. About 2.5 minutes, 10-minute break. All right, just over 2 minutes left at this level. 24,000 is our big blind. Gary's first, he folds. Over to Mike in the 3 seat. 24,000 is our big blind. Mike's going to raise to 75,000. 75,000 is the current bet. Action's folded around to Larry in the big blind. Larry's going to fold, and Mike in the 3 seat's going to take down the pot.
Too many short stacks or something stupid, right? You learn that lesson from me.
All right, 24,000 is our big blind. 1 minute left at this level. Players will be on a 10-minute break at the end of this level. Mike's first, he folds over to Anthony. Anthony's going to fold over to Renee on the button.
For entertainment.
Oh, okay. Entertainment value? Is that what it is?
Renee's going to raise to 60,000. 60,000 is the raise. Larry's going to fold over to Gary in the 1 seat.
Guaranteed you got higher cards than these.
Gary shows deuce 3 face up, and Renee's going to take down the pot. Shows pocket aces.
Show off. Huh?
All right, this is going to be the last hand at this level.
Deuce 7.
Last hand, one last
Deuce
hand.
7, deuce 7, deuce.
Like the shortcut.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right, last hand at this level, 12,000, 24,000.
Are you sure?
I'm actually
Sure,
a mover.
100%.
What's that?
I actually moved.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think-
working
All right,
in
Anthony's
that
going to be
family.
first to act here. 24,000
I move people from Canada to
is
the
our
US.
big blind.
Cool.
I got to get off the truck and start loading Monday back to Canada.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No downtime, huh?
Which
Oh,
one
this
is
is my downtime.
60,000 is the raise by Renee. Action's folded around to Mike in the big blind. He's going to fold 7-4 face up. Renee's going to take down the pot. All right, players going to be on a 10-minute break. Quarter till, we'll start back up. Quarter till, we'll start back up. 44,000 in chips. Mike in the 3 seat has 434,000. Anthony in the 4 seed is our current chip leader with 1,312,000. Renee in the 5 seed has 511,000. And Larry in the 6 seed has 539,000. 5 players left here. Go ahead and wash up. Go ahead and shuffle up and deal. We're at new blind level here. 3,000 Andy, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. Good luck. All right, 30,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to be first act in the 5 seed. Action's folded around to Mike in the small blind. Mike's going to fold 4 deuce face up, and Anthony is going to get a walk and win the pot. 3,000 Andy here, 15,000.
No pressure, no pressure.
30,000 on the blind. Started with 98 players, $1,100 buy-in here on the HPT card player cruises, down to our final 5 players. If you didn't get a chance to play in this event, our next HPT card player cruises is January 2019.
Where are we going on that cruise?
It's another Western Caribbean cruise in January 2019 is our next HPT card player cruises.
Maybe later if it goes deep.
Action's folded around to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony's going to raise to 80,000. 80,000 is announced by Anthony. Over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot. 3,000 Annie, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. If you guys haven't played in an HPT card player cruise before, you have to check it out. A lot of fun atmosphere on the cruise. You can also check out all of our upcoming HPT events at hptpoker.com. 3,000 Annie, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. Gary's going to be first act in the 1 seat. And Gary's going to move all in out of the 1 seat. You have your card protector. Thank you. I thought you had one.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Gary's all in out of the 1 seat. Over to Anthony on the button. Anthony's asked for a count. 135,135 is Gary's all-in amount. Anthony's on, or actions on Anthony in the 4 seat.
Excuse me, 135.
135,000 is the all-in amount.
333.
333 is the re-raise amount announced by Anthony. 333,000. Renee's going to fold. Larry's going to fold. And Anthony's going to show Ace of Diamonds, King of Diamonds. Gary shows Ace of Clubs, 4 of Clubs.
Classic showdown. Well, I have the Kings versus your
With
aces,
that?
so you're probably going to win this one for sure.
Hold on 1 second. You good? Okay.
Never know.
All right, Gary's all in here with the Ace of Clubs, 4 of Clubs. Anthony has Ace of Diamonds, King of Diamonds. Gary's tournament life is at risk here. Let's see the flop.
Oh, we're going to chop it up.
Flop is 3 of Hearts, 3 of
I'm ready
Clubs,
for a chop.
9 of Clubs. Anthony's still in the lead with this Ace King. Gary did flop a flush draw with this Ace High flush draw. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 7 of Diamonds. Gary's going to need to see a club for the flush, or a 9 or a 7 for the chop, or he's going to leave us in 5th place. Let's see the river card. River card is the Jack of Diamonds.
All right.
Good job, Gary.
That's going to do it for Gary Thorncroft. Let's give Gary one more round of applause here. Gary Thorncroft, 5th place. Good for just over 6,700. Nice job, though. Nice job. players here. Fourth place today is going to pay just over $9,100. Gary did leave us once again in fifth place for just over $6,700. Down to our final four players. Fourth place today is going to pay just over $9,100. All the way up to first place, just over $28,000. And the HPT championship watch.
One time.
All right, four left here. Anthony's going to be first act. 30,000 is our big blind. Anthony's going to raise to 60,000. Actions fold around to Mike in the big blind. Yeah, Mike's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. All right, Renee's going to be first act here. 30,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to raise to 75,000. Mike, it's on you. 75,000. Mike folds over to Anthony in the big blind. 75,000 is the current bet. Actions fold it around, and Renee is going to take down the pot. All right, started with 98 players here in our HPT main event. Down to our final four. Fourth place today is going to receive just over 9,100. All the way up to first place, just over 28,000. $3,000 Andy here, 15,000, 30,000, just over 43 minutes left at this level. Larry's going to be first act here in the sixth seat. $75,000 is the announced raise by Larry. 75,000 over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony folds over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold as well, and Larry in the sixth seat is going to take down the pot.
That's the best clap I've heard all night. It's already vacation time, so I understand. Morning?
All right, actions on Anthony here on the button. 30,000 is our big blind. Anthony folds over to Renee in the small blind.
75.
Renee announces 75,000. Larry's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot.
There is room for you.
Don't feel
Dang it.
obligated.
Like,
Wow. I'll get it.
3,000 Andy here, 15,000,
Wants to go up, huh?
30,000.
you got vacation to deal with.
Anthony is going to be first act. Anthony folds over to Renee on the button. 30,000 is our big blind.
75.
75,000 is the announced amount. Larry folds over to Mike in the big blind. 75,000 is the announced amount. Mike folds deuce of diamonds face up. And Renee is going to take down the pot. Picked up some new fans out there.
At least no one's booing me.
5,000 Annie, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. If you're just joining us, the white chips are 1,000 chips, the orange are 5,000, and the pinks are 10,000. All players started with 30,000 in chips. This is actually day 4 of the main event. They play just about 5-6 hours each night. Renee's first act here. 75,000 is the raise by Renee. 75,000. Action's pulled around to Anthony in the big blind. 75,000 is the current bet.
Obvious bluff, that's all.
And Anthony's going to make the call. 75,000 in a call. It's going to be heads up. Let's see the flop. Flop is 4 of hearts, 6 of hearts, jack of hearts. Anthony's going to be first act. Checks over to Renee. Renee's going to bet. 115, 115,000 is the bet by Renee. Action's back to Anthony. Anthony says all in. Action's back to Renee now. Anthony is currently all in. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot.
Silence, please. Silence. Trying to play poker. Nice response. I like it.
Like you said, as long as no one's moving.
Yeah.
5 what? So if that middle player is missing later in the tournament, then it would be small blind, open chair, big blind. 30,000 is our big blind. Larry's first. He folds. Mike folds. Over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony's going to raise to 75,000. 75,000 is the current bet. Renee's going to fold. And Anthony's going to take down the pot.
What? Don't get me started on that conversation right now. I know. It's over. It's over. Hey, cheers. Not you have awesome. It's so fun, Austin.
All right, 30,000 is our big blind. Mike's going to be first act. He folds. Over to Anthony on the button. Anthony's going to raise to 80,000. Renee folds, Larry folds, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. Just over 36 minutes left at this level. 3,000 Andy, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. That was Stephanie. Let's give Stephanie a round of applause. Nice job, Stephanie.
I'm going to get Eric, too.
Eric is our new dealer.
Always looking nice, Eric. Especially on, what's the Saturdays.
All right, 3,000 Andy here, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. And Anthony's going to be first act in the 4 seat.
That's a gamble. The blinds go pretty fast, right?
Anthony folds over to Renee. She folds as well over to Larry. In the small blind. Larry's going to make the call option to Mike in the big blind. Mike checks his option. All right, going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Ace of diamonds, queen of clubs, 5 of spades is our flop. Larry checks over to Mike. Mike bets 60,000. Larry's going to fold, and Mike's going to take down the pot. 3,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. Renee's going to be first stack here at 30,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to raise to 85,000. Action's folded around to Anthony in the big blind. 85,000 is the raise by Renee. Anthony's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot.
Don't make that a habit.
I never do. You know I don't.
Stealing for me is like hard to do. Real simple. Ah, kills.
All right, 30,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to be first act. $85,000 is the raise by Larry. 85,000 over to Mike. He folds. Over to Anthony in the small blind. 85,000 is the current bet. Break that down for me. Perfect. Anthony folds. Over to Renee in the big blind. 85,000 is the current bet. Renee is going to fold, and Larry in the 16th is going to take down the pot. Oh, Larry. Cheering you on.
Just making 10% off.
Jeff, he's bringing him one right now. He just got it. I just told him.
Alright, that's it. Jeff, you're fired.
Cut him off.
He's on his way with you.
I have two minutes. Right, Mike.
Thanks, Jimmy. You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
All right, 30,000 is our big blind. Mike's going to be first act. One second. 78,000 is the announced amount by Mike in the 3 seats. 78,000 is the announced raise. Anthony folds over to Renee in the small blind. Fold it around, and Mike in the 3 seats is going to take down the pot. Thank you. All right, about 31 minutes left at this level. 3,000 ante, 15,000. 30,000 on the blinds.
Vacation.
Started with 98 players down to our final 4 here at the HPT main event for the card player cruises. We're on the Freedom of the Seas by Royal Caribbean. This is day 4 of the main event here. They only played about 4 to 6 levels each day at night. This is day 4 of the main event. We're down to our final 4 players. Action's on Anthony in the 4 seat. 30,000 is our big blind. 90,000 is the announced amount. Anthony's going to raise to 90,000. Action's pulled around to Mike in the big blind. Mike's going to fold 9-5 face up.
We gotta make straight flush there.
And Anthony's going to take down the pot shows 6-8 of diamonds.
When was that straight flush going? Poker easy when you're running good.
Can't argue with your play, man.
Yes, sir.
Very good play.
30,000 is our big blind. Action's folded around to Mike in the small blind. He folds
Got him on the
deuce
run.
tray face up.
They're suited.
And Anthony is going to take down the pot. What's that?
They were suited. Give me them back.
Yeah. Just under 30 minutes left here. At this level, we're at a 3,015.
No, I just want to
30,000 on the blinds.
So where's that?
Orange in there, yeah. You look
Madness.
and there's a bunch of orange at the bottom of the one set.
Madness is madness. That's what the hard to count, right?
30,000 is our big blind. Larry's first act in the 6th seat. 75,000 is the announced amount by Larry. 75,000. Mike folds over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony folds over to Renee in the big blind. 75,000 is the current bet. Renee is going to fold and Larry is going to take down the pot.
I swear I have at least 2 friends in this room. So, including you? Myself and me and my... That's 5. That's 5 in a row. Yes, sir, right away.
Once again, if you didn't get a chance to go on this HPT Card Player Cruises, Card Player Cruises has a bunch of upcoming events as well. You can go to cardplayercruises.com. Their next one is an 11-day Panama Canal in April. Then they have a May event as well.
85.
Action's folded around to Anthony here. On the button, 85,000 is the announced amount. Action's folded around. And Anthony is going to take down the pot. Anthony, they don't give you bird calls. Cackle.
Dead silence.
Jeff clapping you on there.
We got 1.
One.
Luann, I can hear you. I hear you breathing over there. That's how good I am. Oh, yeah? Oh, they did warn me that they're very few too. Yeah, they did warn me.
3,000, 80, 15,000, 30,000.
They said that you're a hell of a guy.
Our chips in play, the whites are 1,000. Orange are 5,000 and the pinks are 10,000. Action's folded around to Larry in the small blind. Larry says raise. $75,000 is the raise. Mike's gonna fold. 8-6 face up. And Larry's gonna take down the pot.
Doing the dishes. She's working. We're gonna try to get her. Oh, I should. I'm trying to ask someone that. Oh, well, I was gonna ask that in a minute, but we'll see. I play worse when she watches. So,
All right, Renee's going to be first act here. 30,000 is our big blind. Renee folds over to Larry on the button. Larry folds over to Mike. One stack for me, please, Mike.
Before I look, let's get a count.
Mike,
before
just
I
put
look.
something up for me, please.
It could be a no
Mike's
look.
going to be all in. Action's on Anthony now in the big blind. Mike is all in out of the small blind. Mike is all in.
Yum, yum. Oh. Having so much fun not losing that. All right, fold it.
Anthony says fold.
Fold it.
Ace of diamonds, 7 of hearts, face up. And Mike is going to take down the pot.
I'm sorry, I didn't just read
He
it.
got me.
Yeah.
Nice hand.
I just never saw him fold before. I didn't know that he would do that.
It's one of the options in my game. It's one of my options in my game. Great deadly with the fold.
All right, once again, start with 98 players down to our final 4. Fourth place today is going to receive just over 9,100. All the way up to first place, just over 28,000. Larry's going to be first. Larry folds over to Mike on the button. 30,000 is our big blind. Mike folds over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony says all in. Over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. Actions on Mike. He's first act. He's going to raise to 75,000. Anthony folds. And actions fold around, and Mike's going to take down the pot. All right, Anthony's first act here. He moves all in. Renee folds over to Larry in the 6th seat. Anthony is all in. Action fold around to Mike. And Mike folds 5-4 face up. And Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Oh man, I wish I would have played more because I love playing them.
All right, Renee's going to be first act here. 30,000 is our big blind. Renee folds over to Larry. Larry folds over to Mike in the small blind.
I'm going to have to double down there.
Mike's going to fold 7-4 face up. And Anthony's going to take down the pot.
I might just quit the game. I'm very sticky. You made this far, why stop?
30,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to be first act. Larry folds over to Mike on the button. Mike folds over to Anthony in the small blind.
All in.
Anthony says all in. Over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold in. Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Fold, Renee. Stiff fold. Stiff fold, baby.
Started with 98 players. Down to our final four. Fourth place today is going to receive just over 9,100. First place just over 28,000 in the HPT Championship Citizen Echo Drive watch we have for the winner. Just over 19 minutes left at this level. 3,080, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. Mike's first. He folds over to Anthony on the button.
All in.
Anthony says all in on the button. Renee folds. Larry folds. Anthony is going to take down the pot.
You want to see a bluff? Call it. Actually, I had you at kick 2 at 6-9 for lunch.
Blind call?
I almost. That was the best play. So my voice is like.
Slide over. Can you slide over just a hair? Yeah, I just don't want to bump the leg of the camera. There you go. Here, you're good now.
My voice is like gone. So it's hard. Sorry.
No, I can't hear good anyway.
What? What?
Quit a rail, please.
All right, Anthony's going to be first to act here. 30,000 is our big blind.
All in.
Anthony says all in. Over to Renee on the button. She's going to fold over to Larry in the small blind. Anthony's currently all in the 4 seat. Action's on Larry in the 6 seat.
You love to shave your chin with your nails?
Larry's going to fold.
I got to think about this a minute.
Over to Mike in the big blind. Mike's going to fold 5 deuce face up.
You're my personal ATM right there.
That's okay. I'm hoping to get heads up with you.
Yeah, that's
My goal.
That's a good idea. Anthony's going to take down the pot.
We're all hoping, but it's trying to be a pleasant experience.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
I see I'm great at poker and terrible at life. You guys are all got me. Yo, you guys all got me. Life.
17 minutes left at this level. 3,000 Andy.
Good at poker, terrible at life.
15,000, 30,000 on the blinds. Renee's going to be first act. Renee says all in. Over to Larry.
Okay, that's right. Thank you.
Renee's currently all in. Action's on Larry in the 6th seat. Larry's going to re-raise all in. Action's on Mike. Mike folds over to Anthony. Anthony's going to fold. Let's see the hands. Larry shows ace of spades. King of hearts. Bring the jacks over here.
He's king first.
All right, Renee has pocket jacks here. Jack of clubs, jack of hearts. Larry's got ace of spades, king of hearts. Renee is currently in the lead here, but her tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is 9 of hearts, 7 of hearts, 9 of spades. Renee's still in the lead. With her pocket jacks, she has 2 pair, jacks and 9s. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 5 of hearts. Renee's still in the lead with her 2 pair, jacks and 9s. Larry did pick up a flush draw. with his king of hearts. Renee needs to fade an ace, a king, or a heart. Let's see the river card. River card is the 9 of diamonds. She's going to make a full house there. 9's full of jacks. And it's going to double up. It's going to count. Those are stacks of 5.
Let them man push you around drunk yet.
No,
I would help.
a little over that.
Did you get 147? 147 is the all-in amount. Renee's going to double up here. 147. 147. And a double up for Renee. Renee's going to take down the pot. All right, still. That way if someone is eliminated, just not all. Yeah, I mean, I think there's just so many people watching. All right, just under 14 minutes left at this level. 3,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000. Still 4 players here. Fourth place is going to receive just over 9,100. Third, just over 12,500. All the way up to first place, just over 28,500. 30,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to be first act. Larry folds over to Mike on the button. He moves all in. Action's on Anthony in the small blind. Mike is currently all in out of the 3C. Anthony has asked for a count. $257,000 is the all-in amount by Mike. 257. Actions on Anthony in the small blind. Anthony folds over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold deuce tray face up, and Mike's going to take down the pot. All right, just under 13 minutes left at this level. 3,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds.
Honestly, I think no, honestly, I don't like well, you never have 2 live. Larry, you never have 2 live cards. That's like impossible.
1,098. 6,753. All right, 30,000 is our big blind. Mike folds over to Anthony on the button. Anthony
Misdeal.
folds over to Renee in the small blind.
It was a misdeal. That's what I'm saying, man.
Renee announces 80,000. Larry's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot. All right, 30,000 is our big blind. Anthony's first act. Anthony folds over to Renee on the button. He's going to fold over to Larry in the small blind. Larry says all in.
Thinking about going blind.
Over to Mike. Larry's currently all in out of the 60. Mike says all in. Let's see the hands. All right. All right, Larry's all in here. All right, Larry's all in here with Queen of Hearts, 8 of Hearts. Mike has King of Clubs, Jack of Spades. Larry's tournament life is at risk here. Let's see the flop.
Come on, Larry.
That's the best flop ever.
Flop is Queen of Diamonds, 4 of Hearts, 6 of Hearts. Larry does flop top pair here with Queens and a flush draw. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 4 of Diamonds. Larry does make 2 pair here, Queens and 4s, and is still in the lead. Let's see the river card. The river card is the 10 of Diamonds. Alright, Larry's going to double up here with 2 pair, Queens and 4s. Let's get a count.
That's what I said.
Larry was all in for 164,000 and is going to double up.
There you go, Larry.
Still 4 players remaining here. And our final table, 4th place today, though, is going to receive just over 9,100.
We've got the yellow.
Still 4 players remaining here. 4th place is going to receive just over 9,100. All the way up to 1st place is going to receive just over 28,500. All right, 3,000, 15,000, 30,000 on the blacks.
Okay, yeah.
All right, Mike's going to move all in here,
Start call.
and Anthony's going to make the call.
Big lick. Good shot. Good
All right,
shot.
Mike moves all in here with Queen of Clubs, Jack of Spades, and Anthony makes the call. 9 of Clubs,
Start call.
6 of Spades. All right, once again, Mike is all in with Queen of Clubs, Jack of Spades. Anthony says he makes the dark call with 9 of Clubs, 6 of Spades. Mike's currently in the lead here, but his tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is Queen of Hearts, 6 of Diamonds, King of Spades. Mike does pair his queen. Anthony makes a pair of 6s as well. Mike is currently in the lead with his queens. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 8 of Diamonds. Mike's still in the lead with his pair of queens. And let's see the river card. River card is the King of Diamonds. And Mike's going to double up here with a pair of queens. Let's get a count.
Yeah, Mike.
141,000 is what Mike was all in for. It is going to double up. Oh, that'd be awesome. You don't have Wi-Fi? You don't have Bluetooth built in?
Don't make that happen.
I knew it was out your main was 2, 3, 2, 7.
Are you coming in now or next week?
I don't have a range. I'm off the chart.
All right, Eric, what's our deal? Let's give Eric a round of applause. Nice job, Eric.
Look here.
All right, Bieta is our new dealer. Bieta is from Austria. Bieta is our new dealer.
Good deal, too. Great deal.
We'll find out.
All right, we're at 3,000, Andy. 15,000. 30,000 on the blind. It's 3, 15, 30. All right, Larry's going to be first stacked here in the 6th seat. 30,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to fold over to Mike on the button. He folds as well. Over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony says all in. Action's on. Renee in the big blind, she's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot.
Very wide. When it was redder, no chance.
Just under 5 minutes left at this level. 3,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000 on the blinds.
Playing with my new toy, don't let me. What's that? I wish it did. That's the next iPhone.
30,000 is our big blind. Mike, one stack for me, please. Mike's going to move all in out of the 3 seat. Over to Anthony on the button. He folds. Over to Renee in the small blind. And Larry is going to fold as well. And Mike in the 3 seat is going to take down the pot.
But I'm sure you appreciate it. You appreciate it.
Airdrop it to me and I'll try to make like a
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
I shot the basketball court over it.
Someone else hands.
All right, 3,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000. Anthony's going to be first act here. Yes.
Handheld stuff?
Just handheld video.
It's good to mix that up. Where's the cocktail? Right there. And what?
All in.
Oh, I see.
Renee, action's on Renee. She's going to move all in. Just one stack, thank you. Renee's all in. Action's folded around.
Oh, I fold.
To Mike. You what?
Fold.
You fold?
Fold.
Okay. Mike folds. Pocket deuces face up. And Renee's going to take down the pot.
Nicely down, sir.
I bet she had overs.
How
We
many?
could have pocket deuces
Yeah.
too. We could have shot for the flush.
Showing pocket deuces would have been funnier, I think.
What's that?
Pocket deuces.
Oh, it would have been awesome, yeah.
All right, about 3 minutes left at this level. 3,000 ante, 15,000, 30,000.
What time is the bar close?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I heard your cut off.
Open 24, right?
I heard your cut off.
That was day one. That was day one.
Order him a triple, please.
30,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to be first act. Action's fold around to Mike in the small blind. And Mike's going to fold. And Anthony gets a walk and is going to take down the pot. If you didn't get a chance to join us on this HPT Card Player Cruise, you can go to hptpoker.com to check out our upcoming HPT events or cardplayercruises.com
It's one of
for
the funnest
upcoming
places to go.
Card Player Cruises. Anthony says it's one of the funnest places to go. All right, Larry's going to be first act here. 30,000 is our big blind. Larry's going to fold over to Mike on the button. Mike folds over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony says all in. Over to Renee in the big blind.
I call.
Renee says call. Let's see the hands.
Classic showdown.
All right, Anthony moved all in here. Hold on. Anthony moved all in with 6 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds. Renee has ace of diamonds, 8 of hearts. All right, Renee's tournament life is at risk here, but she's currently in the lead with ace of diamonds, 8 of hearts. Let's see it flop. Flop is queen of clubs, king of clubs, ace of spades. Renee does pair her ace and is still in the lead with a pair of aces. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 3 of diamonds, and that's good. Let's see the river card. River card is the queen of hearts. Renee's going to double up 2 pair, aces and queens. Let's get a count.
Not 1, 2, 5, 6.
Sure.
348,000 is what Renee was all in for, and is going to double up. 348 and a double up. Thank you. Good. 348 and a double up for Renee. All right, that was the last hand. At that level, new blind level now, 3,000 and 20,000. 40,000 on the blinds, 3,000 and 20,000, 40,000. All right, new blind level.
Let's get her now. Now she's getting me.
All right, 320, 40 on the blinds.
That's gonna haunt you for a long time. Never know. Tournaments are like turn right, turn left.
One more orange chip, Renee. There you go, 20, 40 on the blinds. Mike's going to be first. 40,000 is our big blind. Still 4 players remaining here at our HPT main event final table. Action's on Anthony on the button. He's going to fold over to Renee in the small blind. 100,000 is the announced amount raised by Renee. There he's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot. All right, 3,000 Annie, 20,000, 40,000. Fourth place today is going to receive just over 9,100. Third place just over 12,500, and first place just over 28,500. 40,000 is our big blind. Anthony's going to be first act. Anthony folds over to Renee on the button. She's going to fold as well. Accidentally exposes 10 deuce. And fold it around, and Mike in the big blind's going to get a walk and win the pot. Well played, Mike.
One of my best moves I've ever practice that move all the time.
Shots. There's no windows, but there's fake window shots.
You can do it.
Yeah, baby. Oh, you're still in my big blind.
And about 47 minutes left at this level. 3,000 Annie, 20.
I really wasn't.
40 on the blinds. One more pink hand.
Never mind.
40 is our big blind. Renee's first act. Renee's going to fold over to Larry. Larry's going to fold over to Mike in the small blind.
Mike is going to front row.
Mike's going to fold, and Anthony's going to get a walk and win the pot.
I love it. It's like, I love it. I love it. I love it.
That camera needs to be adjusted anymore? Overhead? Counter? Good?
Remember I lost my first pot. You walked up. I didn't even see you walk up.
I walked up after you donked off.
Are you sure?
6'5". I walked up after I heard Anthony's all in, then I walked up.
Well, can you wait till the river next time?
You were already drawn dead on the turn, sir. Sorry,
So you walk. Now you're saying you're.
All right, action's folded around to Anthony in the small blind. 40,000 is our big blind. 122 is the announced raise. 122,000 over to Renee in the big blind. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Nice hand.
All right, you're 1 for 2, black guy.
Yeah. End of this level, 45 minutes. That's it. We'll play 2 levels, 50, 50, and then take a break. That's almost 2 hours. Or it's an hour 40. So 45 minutes. 3,000 Andy, 20,000. 40,000. Mike's going to be first act. Mike folds over to Anthony on the button. Anthony's going to fold over to Renee in the small blind. 40,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to fold. And Larry's going to get a walk and win the pot, shows.
I'm on the run.
Anthony's going to get a walk there. About 45 minutes left at this level. 3,000, Annie. 20,000, 40,000 on the blinds. Anthony is going to be first act here in the 4 seats. Anthony folds over to Renee on the button. Renee folds. Larry folds, and Mike's going to get a walk and win the pot. Well played again, Mike.
That's how usually I play too.
You say that no matter how you. Eventually.
All right, action's folded around to Larry on the button. He's going to move all in. Mike folds over to Anthony in the big blind.
Let's get him.
All right, Larry's going to make the call.
I knew it. He was bluffing.
All right, Larry moved all in on the button with 10 of spades, 9 of spades. Anthony made the call with 8 of hearts, 4 of clubs. Larry is all limit. His tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is 7 of hearts, 3 of clubs, 5 of clubs. Larry's still in the lead here with 10 high. Anthony did pick up a straight draw. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 3 of diamonds. Larry's still in the lead with his 10 high. Let's see the river card. River card is the 4 of spades. Anthony's going to pair his 4 and make 2 pair of 4s and 3s. That's going to do it for Larry. Let's give Larry a round of applause. 4th place for Larry Britton. All right, Larry's going to leave us in 4th place. That's good for $9,116. One more time, guys. Round of applause for Larry, 4th place. All right, down to our final 3 players here. 3rd place is going to receive just over $12,500. 2nd place just over $17,600, and 1st place just over $28,500.
Anyone else want to mess with me? No? Anyone else want to mess with me? Sorry? You want to mess with me? Let's go.
All right, down to our final 3 here. Mike's going to be first act on the button. 40,000 is our big blind. Mike folds over to Anthony in the small blind. Anthony's going to raise to 150,000, 150. Over to Renee in the big blind. 150 is the current bet. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot. All right, started with 98 players, down to our final 3. For just joining us, the white chips are worth 1,000. The orange are 5,000, and the pinks are 10,000 chips. Didn't get a chance to play in this event. Our next HPT Card Player Cruises is in January 2019. You can check out all of our upcoming events at hptpoker.com or upcoming cruises at cardplayercruises.com. 40,000 is our big blind. Anthony is going to be first act.
Spice it up. 130.
130,000 is the announced raise by Anthony. 130. Over to Renee in the small blind. Renee's going to fold over to Mike in the big blind. 130,000 is the current bet. Mike's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot. All right, 40,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to be first act on the button. 110,000 is the announced raise by Renee. 110. Mike folds over to Anthony in the big blind. 110,000 is the current bet.
Sure.
And Anthony's going to make the call. 110,000 and a call. All right, going to be heads up to the flop. Let's see the flop. Flop is 7 of diamonds, 4 of hearts, 6 of hearts. Anthony is going to be first to act. Anthony checks over to Renee. Renee says all in, 1 stack for me, please. At least 1 stack. Renee's going to move all in. Open actions back to Anthony. Anthony has asked for accounts. Thank you. All right, Anthony has asked for a count here. $505,000 is what Renee's all in for. 505, action still on Anthony. 505,000 is what Renee's all in for. Anthony's going to fold, and Renee is going to take down the pot. At 37 minutes, that's 2 levels, unless you guys.
So you want to take a 3-minute break?
3 minutes?
That's fine with me.
That's fine with me.
Restroom? Yeah, that's good. All right.
All right, players going to take a quick
Hey, don't talk to your
5-minute break here.
No coaching.
A quick 5-minute break
It'll take me that long to stack
for
one
tournament players. We'll resume here in about 5 minutes. So right before we begin, Mike in the 3 seat has 225,000. Anthony in the 4 seat has 1,961,000. It is our current chip leader. And Renee has 754,000. So 225, 1.9 to 754,000. All right, 3,000 in here, 20,000, 40,000. 3 players still remaining here at our final table. Third place is going to receive just over 12,500. All the way up to first place, just over 28,000. Mike was first to act. He's going to fold over to Anthony in the small blind.
Yeah, maybe.
65,000. 80. 80. So we're at 40 bigs. We're going to make another drink. 80,000 is our big block, or is the raise. 80,000 is the raise, and Renee is going to make the call. 80,000 and a call. Going to be heads up. Let's see the flop. Flop is 8 of spades, 9 of diamonds, king of diamonds. Anthony's first. He checks over to Renee. Renee checks as well. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card's a 7 of diamonds. Anthony's going to be first. 160,000 is the announced amount. 160 by Anthony over to Renee. Renee says all in. 1 stack for me, please. 1 stack at least. Renee is all in. Actions back to Anthony. Anthony's going to fold, and Renee's going to take down the pot.
Guilty.
All right, 3,000 Andy here. 20,000, 40,000 on the blinds. Just over 35 minutes left at this level.
Hi, San Renee.
I know you were rooting for me.
Oh, no, yeah, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I just got a mountain to climb over. And I've climbed them before.
Right.
Well, this mountain hope you break the wedge.
All right, Anthony is going to be first act. 20-40 on the blinds. 80. 80,000 is raised by Anthony. 80,000 over to Renee in the small blind. Renee folds over to Mike in the big blind. Mike's going to fold deuce of hearts face up. And Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Almost.
Ooh, he has. Anthony shows pocket aces.
I was wondering what the lift raised, man.
You always wonder where I race with.
But it was last hand too. Oh yeah, yeah. Right, it's all.
Anyone drink close here? Anyone else drinks? There you go.
Heat it up.
All right, 40,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to be first act on the button.
120.
Renee's going to raise to 120,000, 120. Over to Mike in the small blind. Folds over to Anthony in the big blind, 120,000.
Bye also.
As the current bet, Anthony's going to fold and Renee's going to take down the pot.
On the silver. You have 30.
Is it bugging?
Correct answer. Correct answer. You have your play.
I like your stuff.
I love it.
You're fun. Yeah.
All right, Mike's first act here. He's going to fold over to Anthony in the small blind. 40,000 is our big blind.
He's running hot. Real hot.
Anthony's going to fold and Renee's going to get a walk and win the pot.
Had a nice hand.
2 pairs.
Shows 10 of spades, 9 of clubs. Anthony's going to be first act here. On the button, 40,000 is our big blind. 100,000 is the announced amount. 100,000 is the raise by Anthony.
I'll go blind.
Renee folds, and Mike says he's going to.
I'm going to call.
I think it's more. Yep. Mike's going to move all in blind, and Anthony's going to make the call.
2 over.
Like our chances.
All right. Tail of the tape here, Anthony did move or raise to 100,000 with pocket trades, 3 of diamonds, 3 of hearts. Mike moved all in with queen of hearts, 6 of clubs, and Anthony made the call. Was it 150? 150,000 was the all amount by Mike.
Put that in the muck.
All right, Mike's got queen of hearts, 6 of clubs. Anthony has 3 of diamonds, 3 of hearts. Anthony's in the lead with a pair of 3s. Mike's tournament life is at risk here. Let's see the flop. Flop is jack of spades, 7 of hearts, deuce of hearts. Anthony's still in the lead with this pair of 3s. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 10 of clubs. Anthony's still in the lead with this pair of 3s. Mike's going to need to see a queen or 6 on the river. He's going to leave us in 3rd place.
Pair the board. Queen. Pair the board.
Let's see the river card. River card is the ace of hearts. That's going to do it for Mike Kennedy. Let's give Mike a round of applause. 3rd place for Mike Kennedy. Mike's going to leave us in 3rd place with 12,550. All right, Started with 98 players here at our HPT main event final table. Down to our final two. Let's give our final two players a round of applause. Nice job, guys. We've got Anthony and Renee left here. Anthony's got 1,893,000 to Renee's 1,047,000. So 1.8 to just over $1 million. Good luck, guys. Shuffle up and deal. All right, during heads up play here, button goes first, pre-flop. 40,000 is our big blind. 100,000 is the announced raise by Anthony. 100,000 over to Renee. Renee is going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Yes, sir. Why? You're not allowed to drink on the final table. You got no shot then. It's over.
You.
It's over. Good luck. Congratulations.
All right, 40,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to be first to act on the button. 120, 120,000 is the announced raise by Renee. Action's over to Anthony.
Obvious bluff, I call.
Anthony says obvious bluff, he calls. All right, going to be heads up, or obviously heads up. Let's see the flop. Flop is 9 of hearts, 6 of clubs, 8 of spades. Anthony's going to be first to act. Checks over to Renee. Renee checks as well. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the Jack of Diamonds. Anthony's going to be first to act. Anthony checks over to Renee. 150,000 is the announced amount. 150. Action's back to Anthony. Anthony's going to make the call. 150,000 and a call. And let's see the river card. River card is the 3 of diamonds. Anthony's going to be first to act. Checks over to Renee. Renee's going to bet 225,000 and a call by Anthony. 225,000 and a call. Renee shows 10 of spades, 5 of clubs. And Anthony shows ace of hearts, 9 of clubs for a pair of nines. And Anthony is going to take down the pot.
Crickets.
4th, 9,000.
Yeah, I didn't clap. I got my hand full. I clapped.
12,550. All right, about 27 minutes left at this level. 3,000 Annie, 20,000, 40. All right, was a call by Anthony. Anthony makes the call, and Renee checks her option. Let's see a flop. Flop is king of spades, 8 of diamonds, 10 of clubs. Renee's going to be first to act. She checks over to Anthony. Anthony checks as well. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the king of clubs. Renee's going to be first. Checks over to Anthony. Anthony's 60,000 is a bet by Anthony. 60,000. Action's back to Renee. She's going to fold, and Anthony is going to take down the pot. Started with 98 players, down to our final 2. If you didn't get a chance to play in this event, you can check out upcoming HPT events at hptpoker.com. Our next Card Player Cruises will be January 2019, or you can check out all the Card Player upcoming cruises at cardplayercruises.com. Renee is going to be first to act here on the button. 40,000 is our big blind. 100,000 is the announced raise by Renee. 100,000. Action's over to Anthony. He's going to fold. And Renee is going to take down the pot. Anthony's going to be first actor on the button. Anthony's going to fold, and Renee's going to get a walk and win the pot. $3,000, Andy, still $20,000. $40,000 on the blinds. If you're just joining us, the chips in play, the whites are 1,000, the orange are 5,000, and the pinks are 10,000. 40,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to be first act on the button. Renee's going to make the call option to Anthony in the big blind. Anthony's going to raise to total bet of 170,000. Total bet 170,000. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. All right, Anthony's going to be first actor on the button. 40,000 is our big blind. Anthony's going to raise. Anthony's going to raise to 100,000. Total bet 100,000. Action's back to Renee. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot. 3,000, Andy, 20,000, 40,000 on the blinds. We started with 98 players, down to our final two. This is actually day 4 of our main event here. They play about 4 to 6 levels each day. Renee is going to be first actor on the button. 40,000 is our big blind. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to get a walk and win the pot. Anthony's going to raise on the button to 90,000 over to Renee. She's going to make the call. 90,000 and a call. Let's see the flop. Flop is 9 of spades, deuce of diamonds, ace of hearts. Renee is going to be first act. She checks over to Anthony. Anthony's going to bet 60,000. 60,000 is the bet. Action's back to Renee. Renee's going to fold, and Anthony's going to take down the pot.
Y'all love Renee, that's why, that's the problem.
A lot better than you.
All right, Renee's going to be first act here on the button. Renee's going to make the call on the button option to Anthony in the big blind.
All in.
Anthony says all in, one stack please. Anthony's all in, action's back to Renee. Renee's going to fold and Anthony's going to take down the pot. All right, down to our final two players here at the HPT main event final table. Second place is going to receive just over $17,600. First place, just over $28,500. Anthony is going to be first act here on the button. $40,000 is our big blind.
Oh, I forgot. Move your hands a second, sorry. Definitely pull off. Start to fold now.
Anthony's going to fold, and Renee's going to get a walk and win the pot.
No, sir. Thank you, though.
3,000, Andy, 20,000. 40,000 on the blind, just over 19 minutes left at this level.
No thanks. Later.
That's your celebration.
Renee's going to be first act here on the button. $100,000 is the announced raise by Renee. 100,000 over to Anthony. And Anthony's going to make the call. 100,000 and a call. Let's see the flop. Flop is 4 of clubs, queen of diamonds, 6 of spades. Anthony's going to be first act. He checks over to Renee. Renee checks as well. Both players check the flop. Let's see the turn. Turn card is the deuce of spades. Anthony checks over to Renee. Renee checks as well. Let's see the river card. River card is the king of clubs. Anthony checks.
All in.
Renee says all in. One
All right,
stack,
show
please.
the set of queens. Show it.
Renee moves all in. Anthony folds. And
What if I
Renee.
had 'em?
Renee is going to take down the pot.
Did you guys know that I made a really bad play in the first day, day 2, and I doubled her up to create this beast? I said I'm never getting in early with like pair versus pair. We were so deep, and she raised my big blind with 2 queens, and I right the 10s.
That's right. Got it all in free flop.
90.
Anthony's going to be first act here on the button. He's going to raise to 90,000. 90,000 is the raise over to Renee. Renee says all in. One stack for
All
him.
right, count it.
Renee says all in, and Anthony's asked for a count.
We got a yum yum on here.
All right, Renee's currently all in here. Anthony's asked for a count.
All right.
406,000 is what she's all in for. 406. Action's on Anthony.
Let's gamble. Call.
All right, Renee moved all in for 406,000. And Anthony's going to make the call. All right, Renee moved all in for 406,000. She has ace of spades, 3 of hearts. Anthony made the call with jack of spades, 10 of spades. Renee is currently in the lead, but her tournament life is at risk. Let's see the flop. Flop is jack of clubs. Flop is jack of clubs, king of hearts, 10 of clubs. Anthony does flop 2 pair, jacks and 10s. Renee does have the straight draw. Let's see the turn card. Turn card is the 7 of clubs. Anthony still has 2 pair here, jacks and 10s. Renee's going to need to see a queen on the river or a straight, or she's going to leave us in Second place. Let's see the river card. River card is the ace of clubs. She does make a pair, but Anthony makes 2 pair of jacks. That's going to do. Let's give them both a round of applause. Nice job, guys. Second place for Renee Bowman. She's going to lead us to second place with just over 17,600. Anthony Ortega is our first place winner, 28,518. Let's give our final 2 players another round of applause. Nice job, guys. Hello guys, Jeremy Smith here for the Heartland Poker Tour, and now we're on the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas. Our main event here was $1,100 buy-in. I'm here with our second place finisher, Renee Bowman. Now Renee, you started the day second chips. What was your strategy throughout the day?
My strategy was to, first of all, finish in the top 3. But from the moment I started this tournament, I really felt like I was going to win it.
Yeah, you started the day second in chips. If your plan was to get at least third, so you did good, second. Just over 17,000 in cash. So now, you told me, I heard you weren't going to play this event, but then your son talked you into it?
Yes, he did. Chaz talked me into playing it.
Okay, well, you played well throughout the whole day. Great play throughout the day. You played great. You're still going to walk away with 17,000 in cash. What's your plans for the money?
I plan on spending it wisely.
Spending it wisely. Any future tournaments?
Particularly coming back on many card player cruises, and I do quite a few of them, and absolutely coming next January on the brand new Symphony.
Okay.
And for the next HPT.
Absolutely. Now you told me you've been on what, 45 cruises? That's quite a few. So have you played other like poker and stuff on the cruises? Have you done well before? You look like you know what you were doing.
Well, I'm holding my record of every single card player cruise I've ever been on. I've left a winner. So.
That's good. If you've been on 45, it keeps paying for future cruises, right?
It does it that.
All right, there you have it, our second place finisher, Renee Bowman. We're going to get to our first place finisher in just a second. Let's give her a round of applause. Nice job, guys. Hello, guys. Jeremy Smith here for the Heartland Poker Tour. We're on the card player cruises. I'm here with our winner, Anthony. Now, what was your strategy throughout the day? You played great.
Well, the first strategy is to pronounce my name. Is Retegi. It's really hard to do. It's like, you know, strategy was just have fun, enjoy my vacation, and tip my dealers. That's all I did. I got lucky, I guess.
I'm sure they appreciate that. Now, you started the day as the chip leader and kept the chip lead, I think, throughout the whole table. What was your strategy there?
Just no mistakes and have fun and a lot of vodka sodas. You know, keep it regular.
A lot of vodka sodas. Now, what point today did you say, I'm going to win this?
Oh, that was like last week.
A couple days ago?
That was like, yeah, for sure, yeah, last week. I did have to rebuy, though. They got me in the first bullet, and then, you know, just kept on going.
Now, this is a great cruise that they have here. We had, you know, multiple stops. Was there one stop that throughout this event that you liked more than all the others?
I'm not sure. Nah, they're all, oh, St. Martin, because it was like so crazy. The last time we went with Jan Linda, it was like we stayed there for 3 weeks, and it was to see that, it was like devastating. But it was so fun to go there and like see it. Well, not fun, I guess, but you know, we went there and like I contributed to the economy. So that's the fun part for me. It's like I saw the devastation, but I gave a couple of shekels here and there, and that was fun for me. Like, all right, I whack it out. You know, you got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great cruise that we do with Card Player Cruises. Let's bring in Linda and Jan here. They do a lot of stuff with Card Player Cruises here to make this an exciting adventure for everyone. You can actually check out all the events coming up at Card Player Cruises. Now, Linda, tell me about, you guys have been doing this for a long time. How long have you been doing this?
This is our 26th year in business.
26th year. Now, I know you both have done many cruises throughout the year. How many cruises have you guys done?
About 300.
300 cruises. What about you, Jan?
About the same. I was only off by 150 when I gave you that guesstimate.
Okay, so I know you guys have done a lot. You guys have done so many. What's one of your guys' favorite cruises?
I actually like them all. I like Alaska for the scenery. I like Mexico for the partying. I like the exotics so we can see new cultures.
Good. Jan, you?
On the domestic cruises, the ones that leave from USA, it would be the Alaska one, no doubt. And the exotics, I really like all of them.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of the players, I've talked to a lot of players here on the cruise. This is actually my first Card Player Cruises. You know, a lot of the players, I've talked to many that have done 40, 50 cruises. Even the first-time cruisers, they've had a great, you know, time here on the cruise. So, once again, guys, I'm here with our HPT champion, Anthony Retegi. Now, Anthony, you're receiving just over $28,000. You got to have plans for the money, right?
Yeah, how to get out of customs.
How to get out of customs. So he's already thought about how he's going to spend the money. So there you have it once again, guys. Our new HPT champion, Anthony Rattegi. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching.
And thank you, HPT.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
It's already set.
Good. Nice job.
Good job. Good job.
Good?
Jeremy.